Say you ready?
Yep, I'm signing in.
Cool. Riku catch us up.
So we did a 7-day travel after uh ripping the shell off of a turtle man and destroying a crab that was secretly just Sif. Um
Yeah, yeah, it was.
and we fucked up getting a really cool manta ray wand because someone couldn't swim fast enough.
Listen, I needed backup and
Um
nobody was there to help me.
I guess I could have flown
Wow.
in. I could have flown in, I guess. It
I
probably would have
remember
caught up
asking me like, "Hey, if I go do this, would anyone
better.
help me?" And they were like, "No, drown. Go, fucking go get bellied up. Be like that fish."
It was pretty funny though. There was a harpy that joined us at one point, and then
Ah,
someone had to scare it off.
ah.
We could get more fish for you.
Ah.
Harpies are cool, but we have
Seem
finally
biased on
made
the
it
matter.
back. We still have yet to name our ship. Um, and you're back in what was the port town name again?
White Rock.
Hey, you fucker.
Black Rock Bay.
You fucker. You
Uh,
can call it the
We go.
Frightener. That was a funny name I pitched for a disease earlier.
Could.
I guess what
You like it?
what vibe are we going with the ship? Is this going to be one of those gendered ships, or is it going to be like an adjective?
Um, I'm down for anything.
All right, so we named the ship anything. That's
Wow.
1 point for anything.
Wow.
Let me see. What can we
Not
do?
well.
What can we name it?
We could.
The stinky man.
What?
What is that, like the
Podfather?
like the one-armed bandit, but it's the stinky man?
The stinky mast.
The
It sounds like a
stinky
bar.
man.
Whatever we do name it, we got to make sure the insignia is the Pog shield.
If you don't take Stanky
Oh,
Mast,
God.
I have now decided the local inn will be named the Stinky Mast.
Um,
Sounds
we
like that
should
name's on
call
borrowed
it-
time.
It's up to you.
Thinking.
Yeah, boy. These
The drowning
17
harpy.
O's. What'd you say, Zay?
The drowning harpy.
The Drowning Harpy. Now, why would you pick a name like that? Just out of curiosity.
I was
what
thinking of our last
inspiration?
session.
Yeah. I don't think the harpy drowned necessarily, as it just was unable to breathe
Not yet.
briefly. Yeah. How big was this harpy person, by the way? I guess I never got a size scale, because in my mind I imagined like a 4 or 5 foot tall bird.
It was like 5'6", maybe.
So taller than you.
No.
Wow.
I know Shen's like fucking 6'3".
No, God, I wish not, dude. I wish I was short.
I wish I was short too.
I want to be 4'11". I want to be
I
comically
can
small.
trade y'all.
I want to fit inside a cabinet.
Same.
I used to put myself in lockers in middle school. One time I got locked in. Like the half stack lockers in gym class, not the full length ones.
Alright, what are you fools doing?
Okay, so we got, let's see here. I'm making the crossbow, aren't I?
If you're okay with doing that. If you want to do something else.
I mean, I want to. I'm an artificer after all.
How many days have you dedicated to that so far? I can't remember what part of the return trip that got started.
You didn't start it because I said you couldn't craft magic items on a boat because it would be too dangerous.
You suck.
Can't do activities like that while traveling. Them's the DM. That's the D&D rules.
Says who?
D&D. Wizards of the Coast.
I said so, bitch. Take it up
Yeah,
with
but Wizard of the Coast
Gygax.
also says that their game's under monopolized, so
Yeah, Wizard of the Coast also says no trans rights. Take it up with Gygax. Shen's still talking, but like on the other side of the room. I feel like that's really funny.
Shen's always talking.
I don't know if it's a contest between the two of us. I'd say.
You're looking to craft the crossbow. Is there anything you want the crossbow to do?
Rikku?
Um,
Want to be really heavy?
not
You want it to weigh
specifically. I like
down
to mean, like,
enemies? You want to
if
fucking
you
rock?
just do a random thing that it could do, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the surprise.
Random effect, I guess?
We have a. You know how big like Ford F-150s have truck nuts on the back of them? Can we attach bolos to the end of the crossbow bolts so it's like truck nuts, but they're meant to snare?
If you don't have an idea, I have. I had something in mind already for this.
Good with that if you have something in mind.
Double check King Clipper's stat block. He is challenge level 3, which means this would be a common rarity item, which means it would take you 5 days and cost 50 gold.
Alright.
So we're gonna be at Black Rock for about a week then.
Vacation.
All I ever want.
I scanned the location for submarines and the like.
Yeah, you can go find your drow goth mommy pirate lady.
What was her name? I feel bad. I keep like.
You never got
I-
her name.
Wow.
Oh, well there you go. I do like a job
Sorry,
well
game.
done.
5 days away from Jackson. Woo.
Indeed.
Yeah, how does that work? Does A get to deafen during my turns, or what's the
I
benefit
can.
of like being on
So
on
you
call?
won't you wouldn't be doing this all day, obviously. So, but this would be your downtime activity for the week.
Is this like a long rest situation, or
What do you mean? I mean, a long rest. You take a long rest at the end of every day, so you'll have 5 long rests. Yes.
interesting?
Maybe.
Well, I think we could go check out the auction house, or that fella with the smithing and such for my arm. I don't remember what his position was.
Should probably get you a new arm.
Yeah, but I kind of like being a martyr. I prefer to complain. Man,
Well,
I'm
it's not
angry.
gonna help us.
I got a
if
solution.
we
I
get
don't
in
want
a
a
fight.
solution. I want to be angry. Yeah, that's true. So where do we go to get that sort of thing?
Get a new arm.
Yeah.
Arm.
Arms are us.
I doubt you would have visited him before, because you wouldn't have had any use for doing so. You know there is a gnome named Igizik. God fucking damn it.
Spell it out.
Igic. Igic. Igick. Igic. And he exists. He has set up shop sort of near the center of the island.
That's good.
You know where to go to reach him if you would like to do that.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Are the two of you going, or is just Jackson going and you want to do something else?
I'll go with Jackson just so I can try
Just
to
in
find
case. I am
with
like
this.
9 hit points, just for the record.
No, you should be full. We've rested.
Am I? Oh.
Yeah, we've. I'm pretty sure we've at least had one full night of
I
sleep.
slept with a
Yes.
gaping wound.
You have
I just-
had many long rests. Okay. You
Yeah.
head over. You eventually find the place. It's this sort of like ramshackle. It's like a full house, but it's very ramshackle in that weird like shed way, where there's like one wall is made out of just like driftwood and another is made out of sort of like scavenged metal. The door is unlocked and you hear someone moving around inside.
Go in through the window like Santa Claus.
I'll walk
Mm.
in normally.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Okay.
like the open window maniac. I'm gonna fucking bust through like just the first window that's like barely not locked.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
Ah, fuck. I can't just do that.
Well, this is to see if you. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll just let you do it.
Let's
Okay.
fucking
I don't
go,
know. It's
dude.
missing one arm.
You
Yeah, is that
dive
like a-
through the window, do a little action roll. The room you enter into is pretty much all of the walls are covered in shelves, all of which are jammed packed with various different trinkets and like artificial limbs, and you're
So
not
what are
sure
you
if they're
saying?
weapons or what they are. And there's scattered around the room are like wheelie carts, also stacked high with things. This guy's got a major hoarder deal.
So when I get through
And
this, it's like I fucking opened up
you
Eleanor
dive
Abernathy
through, land on top of like a
piles.
mobile wheel, and immediately just sort of like there's just a loud racket of clanging.
Like you seen that guy who falls through the roof and lands head first on this fucking desk?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Ted.
Yeah, that's actually pretty much what you see in the center. There's what looks like an operating table, and there's one dude strapped down. Looks like he's getting some sort of like 3-finger mechanical hand attached on, and then sitting on a step ladder. Who he turns as you dive in through the window. It's this little gnome fella. He's got just like this burst of hair all over his head that sort of comes down at the middle around this like almost welding mask, but with goggle eyes. Little workman's apron stuffed with tools, 2 big gloves. Just sort of looks at you. I'm with a client. Can you wait a second?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Have you started cutting? My mistake.
No, the
I
cutting's
would-
done.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad I didn't get thrown through this
We're
window
getting the
like
fitting
5 minutes
done.
earlier. Is this
Um,
like a confidentiality thing? Do I have to leave?
We have a
or-
waiting area, which you would have seen if you came in through the front door.
The area, so you
I'm
in the
gonna
waiting
like
area?
put the kitty leash on on
The
Morphin
fucking
and drag him back
the
to the waiting
streamer
area.
leash.
No, the kid
The
leash. Like
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
the full
like
kid
the
leash. You got a little monkey backpack and everything.
the harness, yeah, and it's got like the fucking the flag pendant that goes way up so you can see me in a crowd.
Yes, that's what I do.
All right,
And
you
I
take him out. This
apologize.
this is a
for-
nice, comfy little like
You hook it
foyer
on my stump.
area. There's a nice, comfy little foyer area with a little just like cloth curtain sort of dividing the areas. You sit there for maybe like 5, 10 more minutes, and then you see the guy eventually comes out with his new hand. And there's one other dude who was sitting there who you assume was this guy's friend. And the guy with the new hand turns to his friend, and you see goes to flick him off, but he only has 3 fingers now, so he just sort of stares at his hand. It's just not the same.
Oh,
And then him and his friend walk off. You see the gnome comes back in with the mask still there. So, how can I help you?
um, we need to fix this. Point at Morphin.
She means the arm, by the way, not the leash.
Oh, Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, well, what
Do
are you
you
looking to
have
get?
a
We got a
leash?
couple
Do you have any
models.
leash options?
We have a couple leash options, yeah.
Oh,
Well, what sizes have you got? This one's feels like a choker.
Well, if you want, we have the expandable leash.
Ooh, like latex, like neoprene.
You see, he sort of walks out and then comes back in, and
Riku
it's
knows what I'm
just got
talking about.
like
Fucking
he's
local snorkeler.
he's got just like this metal collar that you see has like almost like it's got like little belt buckles that he can undo and then sort of slide it out and rebuckle into place like all
Oh,
along
thank
it.
fuck. It sounds a lot better. You see, I think they sized this one for like a dog or something, and it just isn't quite the same. It's itchy.
He nods sagely.
Seen this one before?
Mm-hmm.
How long you been doing this racket, by the way? You what kind of clients do you get through here normally?
Oh, mostly pirates. Same as usual.
Lot of peg
who would have
legs.
thought?
Hmm. Haven't done peg legs in a while. Way fewer leg injuries than you'd think.
That's surprising. I guess they can't make it here once their legs.
Way higher mortality rates though for
Right,
that.
yeah. Makes sense. You can't really step it away from battle. Interesting. Do you have like reserves? Have you got like a peg leg handy just to have?
Yeah, we have spare limbs.
Can I try one?
Yeah, sure. Usually he walks off, comes back later with just a full leg.
Now, this seems like a stupid question. I could choose to have this peg leg with or without a foot,
It's
yeah?
not a peg leg. It's like a person's foot.
Oh.
Right. Could
That's
you
just cleanly severed, and you see at the very top there's like a leather cap
Interesting.
to
Now,
keep
do you
the
have
wound closed.
so when you were talking about that mortality rate and people not making it out of here, do you get like volunteers? Is this like Hong Kong where they're farmed for
No,
organs?
no.
Have you got anything mechanized in the way of a leg?
Yeah, we've got a few mechanized legs. You want a mechanized leg?
I would, yeah.
You see,
Drop
walks
off both of
back,
his.
comes back off. He comes out with two legs, one of which is it's a little clamp that wraps around your knee, and then there's
Like
just
the
a bunch of,
fucking the prize hook at Dave and Buster's.
you like
The
wrap it around
fucking
your
grabber.
knee, and then you see there's just a bunch of like thin spider legs
Fuck
that go
yeah.
all the way down. And
Like
the
Sid's
other one
story.
is again strap on, and then instead of a foot, there's just a tank
Strap on.
tread.
Hang on, you mentioned strap on. Have you got any mechanized marital aids back there?
He looks at you, and then looks at Eris.
Please say no. Please say no. Please
She's a
say no.
bit
Please say no.
small for that. I don't think most
No.
of our stock.
No. No.
No.
No.
You misunderstand. For
No.
me, not for
Morphin, I was
her.
gonna help you with this, but
Oh
no.
yeah, we have a
Fine.
few. We have a few.
Now, when I asked about
Okay,
the leg,
you
I
can come back
imagine
later. You
there's
can come back later. You can come
yeah,
back later.
right. Yeah, without the I gotcha. Wink wink. The when you talked about the leg and the mechanisms and the spider and stuff, is that like replaceable attachments? Is that just like a ball bearing thing where the foot is? Could I swap out bits?
Mm, we have a model that can do that. Yes, it's a bit more
Interesting.
costly. You have to
Right,
buy all
yeah.
the individual things separately. All the
Of
individual
course.
extra bits.
So how much is it base price with no bits?
Well, let me double check the sheet.
What's in a number generator?
No. There we go. Well, a prosthetic leg generally runs you about 800 gold.
Right.
Hmm.
If you're looking for something a bit fancier, it'll go
Oh,
up
that's the
from
low
there.
model. That's
That's the
your
low
Corolla.
model.
Of
Yeah.
course,
If
yeah.
you just want a little stub, we can do that for like.
Well, see, I'm kind of working with a stub at the moment. I'm looking for upgrades, but
Well, if you just want like a hook or something, I can give you that for 40 gold.
Make it
so
20.
well, hang on
Like a
now.
persuasion check.
Uh,
Okay. Persuasion.
oh,
I
looks
can
like
I
Daddy's got
can
a
do
new
I
pair of
can do
hooks.
I can do 20. I'll do 30 and give you 2 hooks.
we only need one.
Well,
I mean, you do.
You'd be losing money not buying it.
I mean, it's an easy offer.
What's the resale
And
value
how
on
you feel
something
about
like
a
this?
hook
That's
for right now?
that's one. You get a second hook for the price of half a hook. That's an easy steal.
I mean,
And
if
it'll
I'm
look cooler too, you know? That's the whole thing with pirates. You gotta look unique and you gotta look fearful. That's how you get your name known. Any schmuck can have one hook, but two hooks?
and just
Now
out of
that's
curiosity,
special.
how would 2 hooks get affixed to this here stub?
Well, you see he walks off and he comes back and you see again
A
there's a little
dummy, a
just there's a little
skeleton in
stub.
science class.
There's a little no, he just has a little bracer, and then it comes up over what would be the stump, and then there's just two hooks.
Oh, so you're gonna give me a salad tosser?
Wait, is like the
What's a
hooks like where it
salad?
would like you could like squeeze it to like pick stuff up like that?
No.
It's not that one.
No.
You
It's a
know which one
slab
I'm
of
trying to talk.
wood
I'm
I
thinking
with
know
a
of.
what you're
fucking
talking
needle.
about. I know
Okay.
what you're talking about. It is
It's a
just
fucking
like
Buster from Parks and Rec or the
it's
Arrested
the
Development.
standard hook hand, but there's a second hook next to the first one.
So I'm gonna keep it a
Oh,
buck with you.
okay.
I would like dexterity in my hand. I would like the ability to pick up something.
All right, well then that'll be the prosthetic limbs, which will run you about 800 gold,
Right.
unless you want to
So
barter.
here's my thing. I'm not really much looking for an arm. I'm looking for a foot, which would have less capabilities.
Orphan.
You got both your feet.
Right, but that's not what I'm asking for. I'd like a foot prosthetic. I assume those would cost less. Am I
What's his
wrong? I
face
mean, you
called?
said yourself they're not in as much demand. You don't have
Yeah,
as many
sure.
reserves. So what are we talking? Like 300 for a foot?
Yeah, 300 sounds good.
All right. Well, I don't have 300, but I would like a foot. So
Well, they're 300.
yeah, I.
You dug that hole of 300 yourself.
Listen, it's fucking 800 for the hand.
Well, you're talking to the person help you.
You see
That's
that
why I
ledger of
came.
yours?
No.
No.
I thought I'd ask.
Okay. Morphin, what if we did like wait, do you still have that chunk of gold?
I?
Remember the chunk of gold thing? Do you still have that?
As I understand, that was Zay's chunk.
Was it like a oh, Zay has it.
Zay had the
Like the
door
big
of
wall
golden
chunk.
coral.
Yeah, okay. Is it real gold that thing was?
Was
No,
it?
it was
I
coral.
forgot. Yeah,
It was
Oh,
coral.
it was
coral.
coral?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want
Ooh,
to fucking. I
wait.
don't want to Shanghai Zay's coral.
But are we
But
using it to
Yeah.
make the weapon?
no, I thought it was like the chunk that wasn't from.
You have the chunk from King Clipper, then there's another chunk you got just from the wall.
Yeah,
no,
the
I
wall.
probably you're using the other chunk for like part of the gold.
Okay. Okay. So I was wondering if we could just like down that wall chunk and make it look like gold.
I mean,
I'm
hey, listen.
curious. Have you
Listen,
got
listen,
any
listen.
like outside of arms and armaments? Do you do any sort of like heavy armor? Do you have like
Yeah, I have some
plates
stuff.
and such? How much do one of those like chest plates of yours run you? Like one of the bigger ones?
A breastplate?
Yeah.
Breastplate is about 500 gold.
Okay. Now, I have in my possession something very similar to a more organic version of a metal breastplate. I don't know how one to
Oh,
one it would
that's
be. But
interesting.
I, put it this way, I don't know if
I see
you're
it.
looking at how I'm shielded up here and leashed. I'm not exactly a heavy armor guy. I'm more the running around type.
Most people aren't when you're living on boats.
Oh, you're so
And to
funny.
seek.
You're cute, huh?
Thank you.
How tall is this guy? Could I pick him up if I wanted to? I want to
Yeah,
like.
he's like 3-4 feet.
Probably not good for business, but I do want to give him like a coochie coo. Yeah, no, I got this this shell here.
Do you pull out the turtle shell?
I do.
Okay. You pull it out. You don't get to see his expression
Because it's that big.
because he has the welding mask, and none of his body language seems to change. He's just staring at it. That's from a dude.
Yeah, I mentioned
That's from a
organic.
person.
Well, it's not
That's
a
from
Not a
person.
person.
That's
It's not
More
a-
like an asshole.
That's racist. That's
More
straight
like
up
an
racist.
asshole. He was an
That's straight
asshole.
up
He
ra-
tried to
Hey,
kill us.
hey,
This is
hey,
what he
hey,
got.
Hey,
Eris, let me
hey,
handle this one.
Hey,
Sir,
half my clients are assholes.
you could fit up an
Well, that's
asshole now that I'm
concerning.
thinking about
It
it.
doesn't smell like
That
ass.
I don't like that. I don't like you saying that to me after you showed me a corpse.
This isn't a corpse. This is part of a vertebrae. I might as well be showing you like a skull. You've seen enough skulls.
Yeah, you know what? You got me there.
And you were the one who was selling marital aid, so I wouldn't take the high round with that.
Hey.
Hey man, I'm in your method of business. I'm not slighting anything. I'm just saying I got me
Physical
some
love
armor.
is as important as emotional love, okay?
Right.
You
Yeah,
remember
give
that.
the gift of a good
You
orgasm.
remember
I
that.
hear you.
You remember that. Exactly. That's a common saying here on Black Rock. Give the gift of a good orgasm.
Well, I got the gift of a good piece of armor here.
You know
And it's-
why?
Why?
Orgasms are free to give. Completely free.
Also, I'm not saying that. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. Yeah, I got this turtle shell, and it is
Okay.
from a non-human entity. Don't you worry, it wasn't like Maja or anything like that.
Cool.
This
Well, you
is-
know what? I'll admit, you name dropped a person there.
Yes.
You name dropped Marjar. I know that guy. Is this from Marjar?
No. If you recognize
Kinda
Maja,
looks like Marjar.
no, it's not. You've seen the size of that fucking guy. He's enormous. This is nothing like the size of Maja. This is from a bestial.
Make a deception check.
Oh fuck you! I forgot that. You know what? I'm gonna be
I
out of
straight up
character
told you-
here.
I straight up
Out-
told you that Marjar has been on Black Rock before.
Out of character. I thought this was like from the fish. I forgot this was Maja. I'm gonna keep it 100%. I forgot this was a person. Oh
That is a
no.
dexterity save.
Oh right, yeah, deception. Oh, the charisma. I have 0 charisma. Oh, thank Christ.
Well, you know, if you say it isn't from Marjar, it's not like pirates are known for lying. I'll take your word.
I'm more just going off of just sheer dimensions, right? Like, I mean, I'm not meaning to say the obvious here, but Maja is quite a large fella, so I would say like your sense of scope is probably a little different. Like this is from clearly a beast.
I've
right? This is-
already agreed with you, and you're doubling down on this.
I'm just justifying it, right? I'm just telling
Can-
you. Just
Can I just shut him up with my hands for a second?
does the leash come with a fucking zipper?
No, I'm with my hands. I'm gonna smack a hand on your mouth, be like, "Shut the fuck up," before you get yourself in trouble.
I pull out the pog shield and use it as a muppet hand, like a puppet to talk with. No, okay. So what could you sell me value equivalent to this here turtle shell? Assuming this could be sold as armor or a breastplate of some kind.
I'll take that. Make a persuasion check for me.
Because I didn't want to do 1-to-1, because he already said it was worth more than the fucking foot. I wanted mola. Fuck. That's perception.
I'll take that off
on.
your hands for.
Hang on. I said it was
Oh,
perception.
right.
That's my mistake. I'm blind. There. Oh,
That's
I should have
even
just gone with the 9. Should have gone with the
I'll
9.
take that off your hand for 150 gold.
Could I hear the math
Make
on
it-
that?
200.
It's worth 150 gold.
To you.
Make it 200.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, Riku. Come on, baby.
175.
190.
180.
Got you there.
181.
So he's
185.
slunk into the side of the waiting room.
180.
185.
180, and I'll give you that meat leg I came in with before.
Not the meat leg. One of the hooks.
Well, hang on now.
Sure, I'll give you one of the hooks.
Back scratcher.
Look
Fuck
at
yeah.
Morphin. I look at Morphin. Not good for you.
I do like the hook as like an alternate backup.
Or do you want the meat leg?
I mean, I've been doing just fine. I'll take the hook. The meat leg, it just doesn't have the staying power as a hook.
Okay. He gives you 180 gold, screws one of the hooks off the bracer, and gives you that.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
To be clear, he gave you the hook without the bracer.
How much is the bracer?
Right, yeah.
The bracer, this would be 150. Well, 125 because it's only got that hook's worth 25.
So I have 185.
100. 100.
This one I'm not budging on.
Okay. So if I
What
have
about
180
what about
plus 66, that's
24?
246. I think my math is right on that. I want that foot. I want it so bad.
How much is the foot?
Tell you what, I'm willing to give you one of my higher end items, reduced price, if you do something for me.
Fuck, I forgot to ask the most sacred question in any campaign. What are you willing to trade for favors? Fucking. Oh, okay. Alright. Hook in hand, no more turtle show. I am interested in your. I fucking flatline. I feel. I blank. Is he alright?
Huh?
What favor
Huh?
do you want?
Sorry, yeah, I fucking. Was staring at that arm.
Fella by the name of Decade. He lives a few streets away from here. Owes me some money for a prosthetic I gave him. Hasn't paid me back. I want you to get the money and the prosthetic back.
How much money?
How much money are we talking about here?
He'll have it on him. It'll be in his safe. I know the fucker keeps it there. Just take everything in his safe, come back here. I'll give you something at a reduced price, and if it catches your fancy, I'll let you keep his prosthetic.
I am
Okay,
no longer
okay.
curious how much that prosthetic cost. I'm not gonna
Down for it.
ask.
Down for it,
Just
Morphin?
like
I'm down for
repo.
it. Do it. Yeah, we'll get our repo clothes on. Have the sunglasses and stuff. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna wear a hoodie, a fucking flat brim hat, and sunglasses
That's
like every
a different
Avengers
repo.
undercover.
Let's do it. Okay.
Great.
Down for it, Morphin? Let's do it. Let's go.
Did you
Where's he
write
at
that
again?
fella's name down? Yeah, I'm
He
gonna need
And his
gives you
address?
he gives you directions to where he lives.
Oh, also his blood type.
Red.
You should know his blood type. You did this fucking like attachment of the thing.
It's red.
I'm
That
curious. Do
doesn't help
gnomes
at
have
all.
non-red blood?
Some might.
I thought it was goblins that had different colored blood. Not that I'm comparing the two.
What's up? What do you want?
I
Or
need a filing cabinet and a bathroom break.
Okay, well, we have a bathroom. It's right down that door on the left. I don't know what a filing cabinet is.
It's pirate talk.
I don't believe you.
Alright, well, you're the one in the land, and I'm the one from the sea.
You've got me there. Good luck with Decade. And he turns and he walks back into his workshop.
Okay, well, what's in this room that he's no longer watching?
The lobby?
Yes.
There's 2 benches and a desk.
How big's the desk?
It's about him size. So it's a little bit shorter, but
Could it be a
otherwise,
funny
like,
little stool? Could I sit on it? It's like
you
a,
could try.
it's like the bath stool that like the Asian folk have, where it's like the fucking little little shower stool.
this done then.
So do you want to You want to fleece this guy or you want to help him?
Yeah, let's go. Let's help him because honestly, if the prosthetic's good enough, you can keep it. So
Yeah,
why not? Let's go.
true.
Is um is our girl busy? Ragna? Is Ragna too busy to come with us? I guess so. I presume so.
Zay.
Rog, Zay, are you too
Hmm?
busy to come with us? Are you too busy with the stuff to come with us?
I would assume so,
Okay.
right?
You can go with him if you want. This would be a minor thing.
A minor thing? All right, I
Well,
could
hang
go
on,
with
I'm not.
somebody.
No women or children. If it's minors, I'm not interested in.
All right,
Proud of that
sure.
one?
I. It was either that or like, fucking seven deadly dwarves pun. Like, hi ho.
Okay. You guys are gonna go find Decad?
What was up with that guy with the three hands? Do we still see him in the distance, or has it been long enough that
He
he's
has
gone?
one hand with 3 fingers. He's gone.
Gone? Like
Mm-hmm. He walked off
Venus?
somewhere. Yeah.
Damn. Should have kept an eye on that boy.
He's
Should
got
have
things
should have
to do.
should have tossed Airsat's eye out the window and fucking followed. All right. What is the landscape like where this location is? What are we talking about? Is this like hillside, like Altifer, or is this landlocked?
Black Rock is an island composed of mostly black rocks. However, the city itself is like you almost don't see any rock. Like the whole city itself is essentially just one big dock.
Interesting.
Uh,
Okay. So does this fellow live on the mainland,
Driftwood
or is
and
he in the
scant.
rock
The
waves?
direction he gives you actually leads you to the tavern.
The tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
another tavern shenanigans.
Did we go to the tavern before we left
You
Blackrock?
did. Mm-hmm.
And who was
It
in
was the
there?
there were the people who were gambling.
That
There
was the
was
big
the
guy who had the
owner.
fucking the drawers for everything. The fish drawer, the meat drawer, the
Mm-hmm.
fucking the beer drawer. I love
Mm-hmm.
that guy. Wait, so is that the big guy? Is that him? Is that
No,
Deckard?
no, that is not Decad.
Thank fuck.
The hobgoblin's name is Cruzzle.
Cruzzle.
And who's Deckard?
You don't know who Decad is.
I thought the hit was on a fellow named
He
Deckard.
gave you to where he would be. Give you directions to
Right.
where he would be. I may have
Where
worded
did?
it wrong. Apologies.
Oh, that's okay. So it was the name of the fellow running the place named Deckard? Am I just
The name of
crazy?
the fellow running the place is Cruzzle.
Cruzzle.
Decad is probably just a patron at the bar right now.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. I guess we go find that guy.
Okay. You head in. It's a bit more populated than when you were here last time. There's the hobgoblin still in the center. Currently looks like he's making food. There's a couple people sitting at the stools. I think like there's like 5 people sitting at the stools right in front of his sort of hibachi kitchen grill area. And
So
then
he works here or he's eating here?
Cruzzle works here.
Right. Okay.
As I just a refresher, the layout of this tavern, it's circular. In the very center, there is the kitchen and all the meal prep stuff, which Cruzzle prepares in front of you, so that way you can be sure he's not poisoning you. Then there's a ring of just sort of empty open space with no tables, so that way if there's any bar brawls, they don't break anything. And then there are booths lining the outside wall, which is the only seating, so you can't be stabbed in the back.
That's funny. I like that. Um, do we see the big fellow who runs the joint?
Yes, he's in the center making
Right,
food.
with Cruzzle.
What? Cruzzle owns the place. Cruzzle runs the place.
Gotcha. Okay, so Cruzzle works there. He's not at the hibachi bar. The big fella is. Or are we talking about the same person?
We're talking about the same
Thing.
person.
Okay.
Cruzzle is there is Kruzzle is sitting in the very center cooking food at his little grill. There are 5 people sitting in stools around him. There's nobody in the sort of empty space, and then 4 booths are occupied. You can't immediately tell how many people are in each.
So, what's the window situation like in this tavern?
Every booth has a window that you can close or keep open if you want. Most of them, pretty much all of them, are closed right now.
Can I see if any of them are open?
We'll say one is open.
I don't see it apparently. Okay, well, so here's my plan before I do it. In my mind, we're gonna have to separate this guy from the people with the food. I don't anticipate them, jumping down and trying to help or hurt. But like in my head, if we toss a rock through the window and hit Kruzzle, he will naturally be curious what's going on and he will move away from the center. I'm just spitballing here.
Um,
What did you have in mind?
we that's not who we're after.
Huh?
We're not after Kruzzle.
Well,
Who was the guy that we're after again? Sorry.
Deckard.
Deckard. We're looking for a different guy.
Deckard.
Okay, well now
Bizarre.
I just feel gaslit because I asked if Deckard was the fella, and you're like, no, it's Kruzzle.
Yeah, I said
No, you were
Kruzzle. You asked who the guy in the center was, and I said Kruzzle.
Okay, and prior to that, the hobgoblin running the place was like, hey, the Mark's name is Deckard. He's got this shit. We're trying to take it from him. Is
The
that right?
gnome told you about Deckard.
Right.
He told
The
you
guy
he
we're
was
doing
at
this for.
Kruzzle's bar. Kruzzle is the hobgoblin currently cooking food. Deckard is one of the other people in the tavern. You don't know who yet.
I'm going to ask Kruzzle if he knows who Deckard is.
Psst, Kruzzle. Psst, come here.
Very nicely.
Kruzzle. Come here.
You start
Okay.
calling out to Kruzzle from across the tavern, and he just stares at you while still perfectly chopping the fish.
No.
He doesn't say anything.
Okay, well, that's all I got.
I approach him then and ask him, hey, do you know who Deckard is? We have some business
Yes.
with him. Where is he? Which one is he?
What do I get?
Little kiss. Mwah.
No.
Kruzzle is
No?
gay. You should know better. All of Shen's NPCs are gay unless specified otherwise. Or sorry, LGBT. Assuming a
I have
hetero
to
attraction is a
shot at least.
fallacy. That's it. What if I give you a
fucking
kiss?
bird.
I
Yeah, you
have
are.
plenty
Like
of
this-
people who will give me kisses for free.
Okay. Will they give you hook
Okay,
kisses? Have you
um,
ever heard of one of those?
Come nowhere near me.
Oh, that's what I try to tell him all the time too.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Hmm. Hmm. We
If you
have a
keep
really
never- if
nice
you-
fish on the boat.
Dog.
That you
cocks
might
an
like.
eyebrow.
Yeah. Yeah. How rare is that fish, Rog? Do we
Dog.
know how rare that fish
Do
is?
I know? Do I know anything about
Dog.
it? I
Come
probably do.
on, son.
The fish is fairly rare. It's a planar touched being.
Hmm. Hmm.
I go back to the boat.
Morphin, are you willing to? Do you want a hand? Or you want a fish?
Sounds like I don't get one or the other.
No, you get one or the other.
Sounds like I'm not getting either right now. Fine. We'll talk about the fish later.
Talk about the fish later. Okay.
Will this be an eaten fish or a keeping fish? Because it's not planar touch makes shit go sour. It's not tasty in any regard.
Not if you prepare it, shit.
Well, you got me there. Also, am I hearing a little bit of an accent here? You're not from Blackrock, are you?
No.
Where are you from, handsome?
What do I get?
You get to tell me where you're from, and I get to be very interested in your backstory, and I give you a shoulder to cry on and an ear to talk into.
Or to get him to be quiet faster.
I am from Saxiel.
It worked.
Just,
Would we
just,
know where
I'm
that's
just gonna
at?
go sit down in one of the booths.
Yes, you know where Saxiel is.
Tell me about
Rod lives
Saxiel.
near
One of the
there.
pirate lords.
Saxiel is a landlocked state. It's a landlocked city-state. You've never been there. You'd probably make a history check.
Oh God, here we go.
I'll give you the base information no matter what, but we'll see how much else you get.
Oh. Someone read a book, a good eating book.
So I'll tell you three things. Number one, the city was founded and is the majority of its populace are goblinoids. So hobgoblins, goblins, and bugbears.
I like bugbears. They
Um,
sound fun.
Secondly, it was built atop a portal to the abyss.
Oh, so you
Uh,
know all
and
about planar touched beings, then.
and most it was originally just a fortress, and then it sort of became a city over time because people were just living there for so long, and it became more convenient. And you've also heard rumors from some pirates that the primary religion, its main deity is an archdevil.
Well, I'm not going
We
to
know the
talk
name of that
shop with him
religion?
about his deity, but
You
that's good
would
to
not know the name of the devil, but you've maybe heard one of their titles as the Fallen.
How edgy.
Yeah,
It
right.
is
Fun.
edgy.
Uh, okay. Well, hang on. What do I know about this? Planar touched, bits, bobs, fortress. So he's a big guy, hard as nails. Okay, so Krusl, you seem familiar with planar touched delicacies. Then I assume you.
You said he would be quiet.
All right.
Okay, I wanna more.
I'm gonna go sit
I
down
wanna
at the
one on
booth.
one. I wanna one on
I'm
one
gonna, I'm
Morphin.
gonna, I'm gonna, I'm
No,
gonna, I'm
no
gonna, I'm
task.
gonna, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna walk over
Morphin,
here. I'm
no
gonna sit
Morphin,
down.
Morphin, look at me. Morphin, look at me. What did you want to ask? He's gonna hold his face and be very gentle with this. The gentlest you've seen, Eris.
He's
What
been
did you want?
chopping and cooking the entire time he's talking to you, by
It
the
doesn't
way.
seem like he's too.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
He's
think
doing
I would
his
just be
job.
more helpful if I go lay down somewhere, just like sit in a corner. You know, I'm cool to just take a back seat on this one.
You see, he makes
Alright.
someone a sandwich, and then the guy sort of like eyes him and mutters, "I think you put something in this." And Crutchell just takes a bite out of the sandwich and then puts it back on his plate.
Can I have one of those?
And the guy goes, "Fair enough," and then walks back to his booth.
Have you seen fucking Super Troopers? Can I get a burger and a liter of Coke? And it's for a cop, so don't spit in it. Guzzle spits in every food. I think you've poisoned this. No, I haven't. Oh yeah, prove it. Eats half his fucking sandwich. I love that. All right, Eris. Well, what's the
Yeah.
game plan? What now? Where do I go from here?
Do you want something to eat? I'll order you something to eat.
Yeah, I think I'll just go lay down and eat. I'm gonna sit next to
Okay.
one of the guys.
What do you want?
I want what that guy had. It looked good.
Okay. I'm gonna turn across. May I have one of those sandwiches that you just?
Tuna
I
club,
like-
sure.
Yeah.
I like tuna. Speaking of tuna, oh wait, never mind. I can't.
You start
Tuna
making a
these
tuna club.
nuts.
Oh,
So, Deckard, if we have
Puzzle.
we'll give you. How much is it worth to you for information? Where he's at, who the fuck he is.
How much is it worth to you?
I don't know, like 3 gold.
I will take 3 gold.
Okay.
You give him 3 gold?
Not yeah. I'd be like, uh, before I hand this 3 gold to you, is he here?
Yes.
Okay, gonna give him the 3 gold then.
He takes the gold and points to one of the booths on the right side, third over from the door.
I'm gonna go sit over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sit over there. You see there's 3 people there. They seem to be in the middle of a conversation. 2 of them are human, and then one of them is like a dwarf. They're all wearing like pretty standard attire, but you see one of them who seems to be the head, has a like, has just seems to be wearing like a standard cloak, but the cloak, standard captain coat, but the coat covers one arm.
Does the dwarf need like a box or something to sit on to eat at the table? I can never remember
Yeah,
their
he's got a
proportions.
little box. He's got a little box.
I'm gonna sit down at the booth next to them and go, "Hey, nice box."
They all turn to look at you,
I
and
assume
you
with
see
my
there's a
height, I kind of like
long.
I sit higher
Yeah.
than the booth, right? Like I can just like look over like a dude in the urinal. Hey, nice bush.
Yeah, the dwarf like looks up at you, and then there's a beat of silence where he's just staring daggers up at you, and then just, oh, thanks, yeah,
What you got there?
custom
Is that
made. You
a?
want to see?
I do want to see. Yeah, it's pretty slick.
You see he hops down and pulls it up. It's like actually a custom made like stone block.
Well, now hang
It's like
on.
very intricate dwarven work, and it's like
If it's a
perfectly
stone
molded to the
block, does he
shape of
need to
his
pick it up with
ass.
2 hands?
Yes.
Ah. Okay. All right. Tell me about this stone block. Sorry.
He goes into a whole long spiel about the history of his family as stoneworks, and he
Oh,
starts like
Jesus
pointing
Christ.
out
Every dwarf.
very intricate details about how, like, oh, this line is representative of the fall of Moradin and all this other stuff.
That's cool. So where are you from? Where's Moradin? I'm not familiar with that.
Moradin is you'd recognize that Moradin is the dwarven god,
Well, no, I asked
like head
you.
of the dwarven pantheon. And he
Like
goes,
what?
"Oh, I'm from Ninander."
Oh,
Nanander.
I know
Interesting.
that one.
I'm guessing that's a fucking callback to another campaign.
Yes.
Okay.
You-
Cool. What trying to trying to think of something. I got nothing. That's a very cool block. It seems like a lot of love, sweat, and materials went into that.
Sure did.
Seems like you come from a long line of craftsmen and fans of the refined metallurgies. I
Oh
assume.
no, my family are all bandits.
Oh, so you guys aren't. Do you guys craft or do you guys just take?
Nope, this is just a hobby.
Very cool. I have a hobby
Respect.
too. I like fishing, but it's not quite as.
I
Oh.
fish you up.
Oh, I don't.
Got a point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At this point, Rog, you would have come back with the fish.
Yep.
Speaking
The
of,
whole
there's
tank
one
or just
now.
the fish?
Please save the tank.
Cruzzle, did you bring the tank?
She's got a wet rag that she just like dabs it with. Fucking waterboarding in reverse. So mean.
For shenanigans' sake, I will allow you to bring the tank if you want to have brought the tank. Oh, doesn't he have a cap of breathing or something?
What?
Didn't you guys give him a hat of breathing that I said?
No,
Oh no, that's right. I said Rog, if they wanted to, could make one of their items
I
cap of breathing
put a
and give
fucking
it to
pot
him.
lid on top of the tank so that shenanigans could not happen to the fish again. Which I'm guessing Rog promptly lifted up the lid, put it to one side, and then yoinked the fish out. But I'd like to know that the tank is nearby. But I mean,
Is the tank nearby, Rog? Is
I
it?
have forgone the tank.
Oh no.
Okay, so the fish is dead. If you did not bring the fish is dead.
Okay, okay.
If you actually want to have done that, the fish is dead. I will give you permission to retcon it now if you so desire.
This
If
is the
not,
hand
it
off
is
the chess
canon.
piece rule.
Okay, you walk in with the Electrum scale flounder. Cruzzle's expression doesn't change, but you do see his eyes dilate.
Hey, Morphin, you wanna like get this fish cut up and actually have it as food? I bet it tastes good.
I don't want to look at it. I'd like my sandwich, my tuna. Oh, no! Everywhere I go, I see its face.
Why did you
Yes.
guys even bring the fish?
We were gonna use it to like trade for information, but I ended up.
We?
Shut
What's this we
face.
shit? You speaking
Either
French
way,
now?
I forgot to tell Rog.
Suddenly, Eris speaks French. This we shit. I don't know what you're talking about. I was gonna keep the fish for fucking
You didn't
companion's sake.
stop me from
I have
saying
slept with that
anything.
fish. Literally, like slept in my bed with it. Not like I haven't fucked the fish.
Wouldn't it
Well,
have been dead
yeah,
if you
it would've
slept
been
in
dead,
bed
yeah.
with it?
No, I put the. It's like a. You ever have like a
It's just
newborn
been a dead fish
child?
this entire time.
Don't fucking put that. Don't do that to me. Don't gaslight me like that. No, it's like when a newborn mother, or sorry, a new mother has their child in a bassinet next to the bed. Should it need
If
anything,
you don't
you
need
can
the
get up
information
immediately.
anymore, let's sell it.
I don't have a choice anymore. The fish is gone.
Get you
It's
another fish.
not for nothing. I feel like the fish has lost value with it being dead.
It was supposed to have died earlier. I'm returning it back to nature.
I don't think you get to make that call. Like, I'm not being mean, but like, I think the fish would have decided when it gets to go back to nature.
Rog, you
That-
want it to be turned into like some sushi or something? I think it
I
fucking
want
tastes good.
to. I'm not gonna say what I want right now because I'm eating, and yeah,
Are you eating fish?
yes, non-planar fish. It was kept in a tank and then killed.
Wow, fish racism. Anyway,
The hell?
how much for this?
12 gold.
That big price.
That's a pretty solid price.
Hey man, just putting it out there. Cruzzle knows what this thing is worth, and I think he's trying to fleece you.
Still seems like it.
He hands you 12 gold.
Can I do an insight
Takes-
check? Is that how that works?
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
I'd like to see.
Yeah,
Or
go ahead.
what's the difference between insight and investigation?
Insight is looking into someone's motives. Investigation,
and investigation
is
is
like
like
looking around
physical.
for clues.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so this would be insight. Damn.
Man, this tuna club's pretty good.
It sure is. It's the best thing in sight.
All right. Cruzzle hand you 12 gold. Take the fish. Immediately chops its head off. And puts it in the fish drawer.
Nice. 12 gold or richer.
Okay. Eris is gonna be like, which one of you is Deckard?
Deckard's the
You see
fella
the
with
fella.
the box.
What?
The fellow.
No.
What?
Am I crazy?
You see the fellow wearing the captain's coat sort of looks up.
Um.
Wait, is the captain's coat guy not the dwarf?
No.
No.
Oh. So he produced two normal hands to pick up the fucking box?
Yes.
Come on.
I
mean,
told
it's
you.
that.
Didn't tell me.
I did.
Didn't.
You asked, did he use two hands? And I said yes.
Fuck, I meant like two You know what I meant. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Shen and Zay are going there shortly.
Okay. What was the? Fuck. My brain forgot the guy that we're doing this.
Russell. Or sorry.
Isaac.
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 I'm gonna say wait, how close are we to them? Pretty close, right?
How close do you want to be?
Um,
They're sitting at a booth. It's just round table.
Is there
okay.
fighting in the bar? I can't remember.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
there's
fight in the
fighting at
bar.
the bar. Yeah.
Oh fuck
I
yeah!
was about to say Isaac says hello and may I cast shatter on them, but like leave us out of it.
You want to cast Shatter on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Remind me, what does Shatter
Let's see how
do?
this goes.
Hey, it'll be fine. We'll just start fighting. It'll be fine. It'll
I
be
just want
fine.
to like intimidate them.
You wanted to intimidate them?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like casting a spell like might intimidate maybe? Unless
Yeah,
you
but I also can like be a strong woman.
you want to be big strong woman? Be big strong woman then. I don't do shit. That was my idea. Zay,
Okay.
go for it.
I'm not gonna lie. If you had cast Shatter, I would have had the dude make a saving throw for his stone booster seat. And if it had failed, you would have just broken down crying. It wouldn't have been in the fight.
I mean, that would have been pretty funny though. But
I forget. There's like, did we bring our weapons aside?
yeah,
Yes, you are allowed to bring your weapon inside here.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different place, and that's probably thinking of
It
the
was the
bazaar.
auction
Gotcha.
house that you
Yeah.
couldn't bring. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
intimidation stat? Real quick.
Charisma or strength.
I'm gonna touch Rog's shoulder and say, and cast enhance ability. Oh wait, no, never mind.
If you want to
I
give
was
her advantage, you can just give her the help action.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna help Rog intimidate them.
All right, what do you do?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull my thing up. It was up, and then it wasn't. Loading.
I'm gonna like slightly be standing a little bit behind her with that.
All right, there we go.
Arms crossed, feathers puffed out.
I'm
Oh,
going
not
to
arms
roll
crossed.
to intimidate. And it's gonna be glorious.
Okay.
With
So
advantage.
and I can use my strength too. Okay.
What are you doing to intimidate them?
I didn't think that far, honestly. It's like, hold on.
Could aim your cannon at them. Point blank cannon shot
No.
would hurt.
Am I towering over them?
Yeah, because they're all sitting down. You're already much taller than most of these people.
Is he next to a wall?
Yes, he is sitting with his back up against the wall.
I'm just gonna like lean over him, put my hand right next to his head, and just like, you owe money.
Okay.
And now I roll. Let's see.
And a prosthetic. And a prosthetic. Advantage. I'm helping you.
You
That's plus strength. That's 20 plus help. What's that get? That's like,
advantage.
okay. Okay, first roll then.
20. Okay. You see he like smiles a little bit, like a very awkward smile. You'll have to be more specific.
That plus static you have.
Oh, this one? Do you want to see it? You see he just takes off his arm and puts it on the table.
Yes,
I'm gonna just
It's a
take it.
little...
I
You
lean
just take it.
over.
Yeah,
Not as
just
cool
take
as not as cool as that box that guy has.
Not as cool as the box. You want to steal the box?
No, I just said it's not as cool as the box. The box is better than
he's
your shitty arm.
complimenting it.
The box guy seems very happy.
Of course he is.
Very proud of his work.
He should be.
No, that wasn't so hot.
Nope.
I
Takes
think
a
he's
bite.
scared of you.
Takes a bite out of his tuna club.
Oh my gosh, it's this guy. We need the gold too.
Huh?
Eris is gonna take the arm and say, "We need the gold too."
Oh, yeah. Eric, give him the gold. You see the human he's sitting next to just sort of like looks at him confused, and then Decker just jerks his head a little bit, and the dude shrugs and then puts a small bag on the table.
Wow, I
Pleasure
gotta say,
doing
you guys
business.
are surprisingly quick to give this up. I gotta ask though, why all the runaround? Why didn't you give Igix or whatever the fuck his name is? Why didn't you give him the gold for payment? You guys,
Ignore him. He's dumb.
Because he's 3'2".
that is, I gotta give you that. That is really funny. He's like hold it over his head. Can't grab it. Sounds like Igix needs one of them boxes.
We'll take the box too.
Damn, Eris.
Dwarf looks heartbroken.
Crash
We'll
Dwarf
take the
looks
box too.
heartbroken. He
We'll
holds it
take the
close to his
box too.
chest.
We'll take
That
you
is
too. Why
cold.
not?
Eris,
I'd
just
love
drunk
to have a
with
little
power.
dwarf to dance for me. Wouldn't y'all? Yeah. Anyone?
put him in
I
the
Anyone
look at the
else
tank.
want?
dwarf.
One second.
You do realize we got away with it, and now we're provoking them. I just.
You want
Just
the box. We're
checking
getting you the
I
box.
said nothing. I just
We
like
killed
the
their
box.
fish.
I
You like the box.
How
We
is
killed
this
your fish.
helping me?
We're-
What
we're-
is wrong with you
we-
two? You're complimenting the box, and suddenly it's like, oh, his fixation is moved from the fish to the box. Maybe if we
Well-
give him that, and the dwarf, he'll stop crying over the stupid fish. No, I'm just like, it's a
We
cool
know
box.
you're still gonna cry over the fish. We're trying to
I-
make it better, okay?
I don't
You
want
like
the
the
box.
box? We'll
I
get
want
you
to
the box.
leave. This is the least combative I've ever experienced with any person ever. And suddenly you're like, let's make it more difficult. Let's piss him off. Let's squish his
Over-
balls.
They're already
Uh,
terrified of us because of rocks. So
The dwarf is going to cast Expeditious Retreat on himself and immediately book it out of the tavern.
book it with the box.
Yep.
And then there were
Wait,
Do
two.
not blame
Um,
him.
can I use attack of opportunity on him
You
while he runs
No.
past?
no, because only two of you would be right next to each other where you're situated.
It's also expeditious retreat.
Okay.
So then there's two.
Boo.
There's two what?
Two
If
individuals
Rog
remaining.
or Morphin wants to take attack of opportunity on him, you are
No,
welcome
I mean,
to.
and then there are two.
He did nothing wrong.
Yes, there are
enemies.
two
Move
people.
on.
Yeah, there are two people just sitting there.
One is surely turned on. We do not need to be here.
Okay. Okay. She's gonna look at the guy again. Your jacket's pretty cool. May I have it?
We only needed the gold and the prosthetic. We are moving. Come, chicken
What?
leg.
But it's a very nice jacket. I want it.
You can buy one later.
I don't want to buy one though.
You can steal one later.
I am. That's what I'm doing. Give me your jacket. Can I do like I don't know a
I'm leaving for the
persuasion
ship.
check?
Rog's
him-
the one intimidated. If Rog isn't in on this, then
Well, could I
I'm leaving
persuade
for
him to
ship.
give it to me?
Need a build crossbow for you.
Fine, fine, fine. Okay. We'll leave then.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I inspect the arm?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple. It's another sort of. It's got buckles you use to hook it into place around your forearm. It just looks like a simple sort of clockwork hand. Nothing particularly special about it. Well, it's special in the sense that it's a fucking magic prosthetic limb.
Magic? It's magic? Could I do?
Well, all prosthetic limbs are technically magic.
Oh, okay. Morphin, do you like this? Is this something you'd like to replace the hand arm business?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Let's go take this stuff back to the guy. And he said we would end up getting to have this, but we need to show him that we have it. So
Okay. You go back to Isaac. You see he comes out. Well, how'd it go?
pretty well. Pretty well.
They killed
Is
my
Rog
fish.
still with us? We'll
That's up
get
to
you
Rog.
another one.
If Rog wants to go back to working, or if she wants to come with.
I give gold to you, bird.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Rog.
As you're, it's about a 10-minute. When do you hand over the gold? Is it as soon as you exit the tavern?
Roughly.
Okay. So you exit the tavern, hand over the gold. You start making your way back to the boat. There's about a 10-15 minute walk over to Isaac's place. Conversation happens. You hand it over the stuff. I see he takes the bag, opens it up, just sort of stares at it for a little bit, and then flips it over, and a bunch of splinters of wood come out.
Okay. Well, fuck. Okay. Fuck it. We should have checked. Ah.
So I'm still in the tavern for the record.
You're
I'm
still in the
still-
tap. You didn't come back with me?
Are you
Nope.
still eating?
Yeah, I'm still eating.
Okay.
Is there a
so-
way I can? I don't think there is.
I've just been
Um,
watching Deckard.
It's
They
just
both
fine.
left. They both left. The moment you all left, they went out a different. They went out the
Fuck.
back door.
I wish you had mentioned something because
Wanna
then I would have
tail 'em?
followed them.
If you want to follow them,
I'd like to, yeah. I figured it was
Okay,
way
sure.
too easy. I'm like, they had this whole save and all this other shit. I don't like it.
make a stealth check if you're following them stealthily.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. You follow them for a little bit. They don't really. The two of them just sort of go out the back. Where you see one of them like says to the other, "I'm surprised that he like actually just booked it. That was not part of the plan." And Decker just sort of shrugs and goes, "Everything else worked out. It's fine." And they just keep walking down a few alleys. And then you see eventually they reach their own ship. It's a little bit bigger than your guys's, but also a little bit thinner. It looks like it's made for speed, whereas your guys is sort of like a jack of all trades. You see the dwarf is like waiting on the deck, just sort of like nervously looking around. They both go up, meet him, and then they all head below deck.
So now the question becomes, how do I, like, do I do this or do I try to find Eris? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm curious.
How much of time would have passed? Been like
A good
they're
question.
back on the ship by the
I'd
time
say
we get back.
they got back to the ship about the same time you get back to Isaac.
Interesting. Okay.
Eris is going to hand the arm to him, and she's going to be like, "Give me one moment. I will fix this right away." And she just
Ideo.
turns around and leaves. She's gonna actually fly and try to see if she can
I love the
see
idea, real
them
quick, of the
on
gnome
the
being
air.
like, "Oh, they got you with the old switcheroo, huh? First time? Fucking, I've seen many switcheroos in my day. Little fuckers. They think they're real clever. See, if you had me with you, we wouldn't have had this problem because I know what shitty wood painted to look metal looks like.
You could have butted
Uh,
in.
No,
so
no. I'm
I'll
saying from the
lay.
perspective of Isaacs or whatever. Like he knows, he's seen this bit, right?
Mhm. I'll say this: when you got it, it was real gold.
Oh,
Was a spell thing.
spell. So detect
Transmutation
magic
wizards.
wouldn't have worked because
It would have
Ah,
worked.
wizard.
all automate. I thought
It
you
would
said
have
they
worked.
were all. Are they not
He
all inherently
transmuted it
magic?
from one thing into another, so that effect would have been magic. You would have seen there was a transmutation magic lingering
Right.
on
I
the
forgot detect
coins.
magic was you can detect what kind of magic. Right. Okay. Not just hey,
Mm.
there's magic. Like that would be so stupid. Damn. Okay. Well, now we know. First, you mentioned you're gonna
The,
get a bird's eye view.
yeah. And try to see if I could see them.
You let out a
Check out.
caw.
Oh.
What do you do?
You. I don't think you'd have any way of finding them. You didn't
Wouldn't
see
you
where
just
they
look for
went.
the
You
kid
don't know
without
what
the
their
leash
ship
on?
was.
Then I fly
You
back
can
to
look
the
for. You can go back to the
tavern.
tavern. Yeah, that's fine. Morphin, what are you doing?
I guess I would do a perception roll to see if there was any other individuals on the ship, and or if there is like what the best way to get on the ship would be. You know.
Go ahead and do a perception check then.
Oh,
That
So
20, damn.
you,
of
from your
course.
perspective, I'm gonna assume you're like waiting out on the docks. You haven't gotten onto the boat yet.
Right.
Um, Nobody else comes and goes. And you didn't. It didn't look like anybody was on board when you arrived. In terms of the easiest way to get on, they have a window at the very back. That would probably be your best bet.
I do what I did to the fucking gnome guy. I just jump through the fucking window. No,
It's yeah, it's like a shutter. It's like a shutter window.
Okay, well
You could open it and
I will
climb in.
stealthily open and climb in instead of the previous bang and
I'll
clear.
go ahead and say when you start getting up there, as you get near the window, I'll let you just sneak on over there. As you get near, you hear them talking inside.
All right, what are they saying?
You can't make out the dialogues, but actually, a nat
Is
20.
there a
They just seem to be. It seems to be they're in the process of getting the ship ready to leave.
right, the general bickerbacker of just like we're setting sail.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me think. I don't think there's anything I can do to like alert anyone else specifically. Like as far as my spells go, I just have like sleep and disguise self. That's about it. So I think I'm gonna have to hoof this one handed, or I guess yeah. Um, I'm
I'll say this
gonna.
much. With a nat 20, you do hear the port they're planning to dock at.
What is that?
They plan on parking at a port off the Gizon coast, known as just the Wayward Bay.
All right, so now I'm at a bit of an impasse. Do I got 3Z1Z, or do I fucking try and just follow him? I think following him would be cool, but I almost want to like do something, you know. Uh, I I I go back to the tavern and I let Eris know what the deal is. I don't know how long this would take me, but I run
It would
if that helps
take
any.
you about okay. If you're running, we'll say it takes you about 6-7 minutes.
Okay. Hey,
And the two of you meet up.
okay, good. Scene.
Okay.
Hey, Eris. Just for the record, I followed those guys, and they're about to leave. They're on their ship right now. They're about to book it.
Ah, good. I'm ready to murder them. You wanna go?
Wait, why?
Yeah, let's go. They gave us fake gold.
Oh man, that's crazy. It's almost
I
like he
am
was
pissed.
too willing to give it to you. Good thing I stayed
I
behind.
thought Rog did good enough job
Hey,
intimidating.
I'm
Okay,
not saying anything about
I
Rog. I'm
believe
just
in
saying
Rog.
those fuckers were like, it was like the fucking Salvation Army. They were giving shit away.
Rog should have let me punch them with
Yeah.
magic. Okay,
Shatter that
could
boy's
I pick him
box.
up and fly
I wouldn't
to
try
where he
that.
like?
I'm a
See
big
if we can see.
lad.
No,
No,
No.
because you
oh,
can't fly wearing heavy armor. You
Right.
definitely can't fly carrying a what 8 foot tall for a bulg.
Yeah.
okay, then we're
You
gonna
can
run
fly and I can
that.
run. Yeah, I'm fucking winded, but yeah.
Okay. So if you're running back, that would take you getting there, having a conversation, then getting back. We'll say it takes you about 15, 16 minutes. They're they're almost ready to depart, but they haven't left just yet.
Eris, you get back to the
They're like
ship and
final
follow us.
preparations.
I'm going to be underneath the ship with my cloak of manta ray on. I'm gonna hold on. They're going to the what was it, Wayward Bay? Off the
Wayward
Port of
Bay.
Gizon.
Off the port
That's
of
their
Gizon,
destination. If you guys want to go
yes.
there first, I'll meet you there. But I'm gonna keep an eye on these boys.
I mean,
You can do whatever you
we
want. My
could deal
plan's
with
gonna
them
be
right
under the
here,
boat. Yeah, we can. I'm just saying, like that's
unless
where they're
Rog
going.
wants to be.
Before we get inside, that's their
Um,
plan.
Yeah.
Few of two of them are up on the decks, like readying the sails.
Eris is gonna fly up and run a talon through one of their sails.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as they see you, are you doing this stealthily or are you just beelining it?
Beelining it.
Okay. As soon as they see you in the sky, they both pull out flintlocks and are gonna shoot at you.
so I
Okay,
hop
that's
the
fine.
fence and I get up over there. Well, I assume if they're working and looking at the
I will
sail,
tell
they're
you.
going to
I will
be
tell you. I'll
looking
tell
to the
you what.
center,
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
right?
It is almost 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
We will end the session here, and next time I will have a full map and encounter planned.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. Alrighty, and Rog will be back on the boat.
Unless Rog is like,
Fun.
what are those idiots doing?
I had a plan to like shoot a cannon to be like, "Hey, Rog, over here," like, whoo. But we'll see what
Could
happens.
still probably do.
Yeah, we could.
Pretty sure that's against the dock code.
Oh no, they'll get their ship revoked. Oh fuck.
Anyway, I didn't say anything about my cannon.
You're a cannon. There we go. We did some shenanigans.
Woo. Yeah, it was good. I felt good about that one.
Nice. Alrighty, yep, that will be it.
Hell yeah.
We'll start next session with a little rumble.
Hell yeah.
A rumble in the jungle.
If there is no jungle, and it is an island made of blasted rock and driftwood. But I guess driftwood is, that's most of a jungle. That's the wood.
It's true.
Sorry about your fish, Jackson.
It's fine.
We'll get you another one.
You guys kind of just went with that, and I really don't know why. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, if you think about it, Eris was thinking about selling the fish for information, but wasn't able to tell Rog to know after she left, so
I blew to the fish. I'm now stuck on Russian accent. Thank you, Shen.
Wow.
So I'm curious. The price for the fish was purely just a meat price, like pounds per whatever.
That and also the fact that it was a more exotic fish.
Okay. Would it have been worth more if we had given him the fish? I mean, I assumed if he's from Saxil, he knows about these sort of things.
No,
I
he
don't
gave
know
you a
if we've
fair
ultimately
price.
had the
He
same.
gave you a fair price for the fish.
Okay.
Felt like he was a pretty fair man. He's just an
I
honest
guess-
man.
I guess my sense of scale is all wacky with the economics.
Mhm.
Considering it was
You
800
guys
for
also,
the fucking.
you guys also have wacky economics because you're pirates.
True. Just every shop is like, we determine the money.
Yeah, pretty much. And also just the fact that you guys have, like, on average, much higher. You guys are all either dirt broke or you make way more money than the average commoner should.
Right.
I think I'm the most broke out of everyone. I only have like 100 gold.
I have 200 gold.
66.
You sold that one thing. You have more than that.
You're right, I do.
I do.
No, Jackson does.
I sold.
He sold the shell.
Yeah, right.
It was
I
like-
forgot that went straight cash.
175.
All right.
180.
Well, I got 200 flat in my pocket.
I'm the poor one out of.
Yeah, it was 246 now. Okay. Cool. Well, actually, the game. I think this will be fun to have like a little flight map and everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just itching to fight.
Been one session since your last combat.
Hell yeah. Days without accidents is 0.
I was itching for a K. Can't stop me.
Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me.
Should have let me bless their asses.
Good job,
Nah.
Fucked us over.
I walked in, they did big scary, walked out.
Frog did a great job. Great job.
Well, that was cool. I liked the little gnome guy. I want to have fun with him. I'm getting me that marital aid. I'm coming back for that. I'm gonna
What
get
are
that
you gonna
fucking
use that on?
just for emergencies in case of dick break glass.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that safe. We're gonna get that stool. We're gonna get that fucking. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna have lots of stuff.
Like true pirates. I
Like
don't need
true
it, but I'll
pirate.
have it.
I need it. Yeah.
Could always use more money. And a new sitting stool would be pretty cool.
Fuck yeah.
Right. I am going to get ready for bed. You all have a good night. Love you
Well,
lots.
Night.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Bye. Bye.